Hello, my name is Meerah and I'm a Lorekeeper in one of Yogg-Sothoth's libraries, and today I wanted to talk about the great old one known as Gol-goroth. Brunhild shuddered. There are many gods in Bal-Sagoth, but the greatest of all is Gol-goroth, the god of darkness who sits forever in the Temple of Shadows. When I overthrew the power of Gothon, I forbade men to worship Gol-goroth, and made the priest hail as the one true deity, Allah, the daughter of the sea, myself. I had strong men take heavy hammers and smite the image of Gol-goroth, but their blows only shattered the hammers and gave strange hurts to the men who wielded them. Gol-goroth was indestructible and showed no mar, so I desisted and shut the door of the Temple of Shadows, which were opened only when I was overthrown and Gothon, who had been skulking in the secret places of the city, came again into his own. Then Gol-goroth reigned again in his full terror, and the idols of Allah were overthrown in the Temple of the Sea, and the priests of Allah died howling on the red-stained altar before the Black God. But now we shall see. With titles such as the Forgotten Old One, God of the Blackstone, and Gol-goroth, Gol-goroth first appears in the mythos in Robert E. Howard's rather racist short story, The Children of the Night, published in the spring of 1931. Old Gol-goroth would have a slightly larger role later that year in the fall of 1931, in a story called The Gods of Bal-Sagoth, also by Howard. Lynn Carter would later adopt Gol-goroth for his own stories too. Gol-goroth is described as a gigantic black toad adorned with tentacles, though in some accounts he also has bat wings. It's implied that neither are his true form, however, as Gol-goroth appears to have the ability to take the form of the viewer's worst nightmare. He is called the Dark God of Bal-Sagoth, but is generally known as the God of Darkness. In ancient Britain and Hyperborea, he was called Gol-goroth. In Hungary, he was known as God of the Blackstone, and it's believed that he was worshipped under the name of Gol-goroth in Atlantis. Gol-goroth is rumored to have resided beneath Mount Antarctos in the South Pole, and his cult was thought to be made up of human hybrids who were witnessed summoning him, though that encounter would end with the cult being blown up, with Gol-goroth thought to be destroyed along with them. In Bal-Sagoth, at least, we know that, and I quote, "A virgin died on my altar at the full tide of each moon, but youths and maidens die at the waxing and the waning, the rising and the setting of each moon before Gol-goroth, and on whose altar a fresh human heart forever throbs." Not much, or nothing, is really known about his lifespan or the extent of his abilities, though one could perhaps assume that he has some sort of telepathic and shape-shifting capabilities. Being the god of darkness, one wonders also if the darkness is indeed his domain, whether he has control over it, or over the creatures who are most active in the dark, kind of like a Dracula's power kind of a situation. But like almost everything in my Eldritch horror videos, this is all purely speculation because we know so little about him. Yeah, that is pretty much it. A brief summary of the great old one Gol-goroth. As with all my content, like I said, this is by no means all-inclusive. This is just like a little taste. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. Y'all know the YouTube drill. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you as always to my channel members, especially Loremasters, PwNaGeDOTexe, Beitodesstrafe, Lexaous, Vlad, and General Jehuty. I appreciate you all so much, and may Yogg grant you the knowledge you seek. Also, if you didn't know, I have a Patreon now. You can join as a member for free to watch my videos without the ads, but there's paid tiers too if you're into that. Cool. If not, also cool. So yeah, thanks again, and I hope to see y'all next time here in the library.